Yeah, just it was a pretty special occasion. All Black Springbok rivalry over the years has often generated moments like this. So it's we're intensely proud of the effort in that game. But I again want to thank South Africa for their contribution to what was a special occasion. The feeling in Ellis Park was amazing, and over the 2 weeks, the welcome we've had, but also the environments they've created have been amazing. So congratulations to them. We're really proud to have the Freedom Cup. It means a lot to us, and I think the performance that we saw today was a result of the last probably 2.5 weeks, where this group has reformed and reshaped a little bit, and couldn't be more proud of the effort of coming up here to altitude to have a game that was swinging around, was losable and winnable, but to finish strong over a mighty team in the home ground like this is a pretty great occasion for us. So, open to questions.
Is this the character you were hoping to get from your team following what happened in last weekend?
Sorry,
I was asking, is this the type of character you were expecting from the team following what happened in Bombela last weekend?
Well, I think I said I saw that character last week as well, and I've seen that character for the last 2.5 weeks with this All Black team. So, and we didn't get the bounce of the ball last week, and we didn't play well enough to win, and South Africa did. So, but sometimes it's not a dramatic change. It's just getting confident and getting used to playing together and dealing with the pressure, and that's what this group has done.
Fozzie, can you just comment on the side's efforts in nullifying the Springboks set piece, winning a couple of Springboks ball at line out, and legally stopping 5 of the 12 line-up balls and scrum efficiency as well?
I quite like those numbers. But you have to play well in that space, and I think to be honest, it's probably been a little bit of our Achilles heel the last few years, and probably goes back to 2018 where it started, and we've been working hard on that space, and so the players have done a lot of work behind the scenes. They've been they have got Jason Fiki who have done a tremendous job in terms of leading that area, and we're under a bit of pressure, so they're areas that you have to bar up in. Can I also say that I think there were some new players in some of that group that was pretty special, and I know Ethan, the group's not brand new, but I'm really proud of his game today. And Tyrell Lomax first starting a big test for him, and the likes of a Fletcher Newell, a superb young man, and what a place to play your debut and under that sort of pressure.
Yeah, and how much was the talk before a good start? I mean, you made a great start. I mean, was that vital to sort of take the crowd out of it at Ellis Park and put them on the back?
Yeah, look, we haven't started that well this year, and for whatever reason we've been behind and we've had to play back, and there's a number of reasons behind that. But today, and I think it was 0-0 there for a long time, wasn't it? But it was you could just feel that it was a real arm wrestle, wasn't it? And that's what South Africa's like, coming here, and you just got to bide your time. I felt the second half of each half. Really, that was where we were targeting, particularly tired legs and the way we wanted to play, and I thought we reaped some rewards for that.
Ian and obviously Sam as well. So a question to both of you guys. You guys have been under immense pressure back home in New Zealand, obviously the media as well. So what does this victory actually mean to you personally, Ian, and to you, Sam, as well?
Well, the stress has been really good for me. I think I lost 1 kg the last 2 weeks, and maybe over the next week or two I might lose a few more. So it comes with the job. It has been pretty vicious. There's been a lot of onslaught, particularly from our New Zealand media, and they've got high expectations of us, and they've made that loud and clear. They've clearly come very, very strong at me as a person. Some of them have even called some of our selections pop guns, which I found quite insulting for players that give everything to play for their nation. And so that pressure has been strong. But it doesn't change the fact that through adversity, that's the best teacher for character. And we've stayed tight.
And Sam, for you as a captain as well, what does it mean to you? Because, I mean, you've also been, same as Ian, you've been under the pump as well. So what
Oh, it means a lot. Just immensely proud of the group through this last wee while, which has been tough. Sort of had to circle the wagons a little bit and focus internally, but I'm super proud of the belief. There's never been a question about the level of care within the group and the work ethic. That's right up there. But for us to be in a test match like that tonight under immense pressure, at such a hostile crowd, and in a game that goes back and forth and has moments, the belief and composure needs to be strong, and that's not always easy when you're coming off a run of a couple of losses. So to be able to produce that, I think speaks highly of the group as a whole. And on top of that, we're just stoked that we could put out a performance that we're proud of.
Coach, John mentioned earlier when he was asked about something that went slightly wrong in the game, and that he said we should be careful not to be too outcomes based. When he was talking about the process, so how do you feel about, in terms of where you are now with your team, looking forward about the process? How do you feel?
Is that to me?
Yes.
Look, it's hard to win all the time, and if everyone knew the formula how to do that, we'd all be doing it all the time. So it's and when you look at long-term success, it often starts with a bit of adversity, and it often starts in a low point. And so we've lost 3 in a row this year, and it hurt. But all I keep saying, and I said it last week when I felt that last week was our best performance of the year, and I felt it was, because I just felt that we saw signs of our game, we saw signs of our combativeness. We missed a bit of the beat at the breakdown, but we've grown through that, and we're breeding a few young boys in here. We're breeding a few new combinations, and that takes time. But some people don't have patience, and I understand that, and I get the frustration. But inside the camp, that doesn't mean a lot to us. What means a lot to us is how we just pull together and work hard and keep growing the areas that we know we need to grow to perform. So, yeah.
Sam, just in terms of winning the game in the last 10 minutes at altitude, is that testament to your fitness or the character side, or what exactly gets you over the line at altitude in those last 10 minutes?
Oh, a little bit of everything. Those are the moments where the legs are buggered, your lungs are burning. But it's about working hard for your teammate and not wanting to let the guy beside you down, knowing that he's giving his absolute everything for you as well. It's a pretty cool feeling.
You chose to start with Richie Moonga. We saw the effect it had in terms of beating the South African match defense. Can you talk to us about his impact at Thames Bay, kicked well besides one missed conversion, I think, as well as Aaron Smith's experience as well in putting those cutting passes that put away that rush defense?
Yeah, look, I thought both those two played well, and you talk about, like I said before the game, I really felt Richie and Bodie are developing a really good relationship combination off the field. They're pushing each other, but mate, they're both massive contributors regardless of who's starting. And Bodie's carried a big load. He took a massive knock last week, and so it was a good chance to reward with Richie. And he's been training well, preparing well, and again he did what we wanted him to do. So I was delighted for him, and it's a great performance for him to bank away and get really, really confident with. Aaron just keeps on being Aaron from our perspective. He's a little bit of the heart and soul of the team. He goes there and he keeps his game nice and simple, and when he's uncomplicated like that, then it's just about backing his skill, and that's the quality of his pass.
Yeah, you make quite a bold call in the final 10 minutes and you were down a man to take off Sam and bring on another back. What was sort of the decision-making process there?
Oh, that was a tough decision. We just had a carer come on with fresh legs. We're down, and I just didn't want to expose the backfield to a kick and chase game, which I really believe that the South Africans would use if we tried to cover it with one less back. So it was a big call, but reality is that it was all about, we had fresh legs with the carer, and we trained for those sort of situations, and just the right call at the right time, I believe.
Sam, you lost the lead midway through the second half and lost a player to the bin, and you're able to rally, obviously. What went into that? What, in your mind out there on the field, what was happening? What went into that sort of, I guess, that ability to kind of own that big moment at the finish?
It doesn't just come down to what I say or what we in that exact moment. It's a lot to do with the preparation and the moments we've talked about during the week and trained for. Like I said before, like Test match rugby is about executing different moments under pressure and capitalising on those. Not overplaying your hand or trying to force something just because you're behind. Trusting each other, trusting what we're trying to achieve as a team. And it's easier said than done when there's a mountain of pressure and 60,000 screaming at you. So, really proud of, like I touched on earlier, proud of the composure and the belief. It's one thing when you've been on a roll to have that belief. It's another thing when you're coming off a bit of a rough patch, and that's what I think we're all pretty proud of, the composure and the belief during that time.
Fozzie, a big talking point this week was the aerial battle. Can you just comment on the side's efforts in the air tonight?
Really good. We focused on our work, our skill level. We probably put a lot more pressure on their kickers, and a lot of their kicks probably weren't as accurate as what they've been. But just takes a lot of courage to go up in the air, particularly when we were attacked in the air last week, and so I'm really proud of them.
After 2 weeks now in South Africa, do you guys think this new format of playing a short tour in countries, does it work for you guys going forward?
Has it worked for us?
Yeah.
Look, I'll leave that to Sansa, really. They've come up with a format. I think from a tour perspective here in South Africa, it's been pretty special. Probably from a draw perspective and an equality of championship, I'd probably prefer the home and away.
Cool. Sorry,
That's our last
we're
one.
going to do this question. Did you target whoever on Netflix's question about the line-out and your competing? Did you target whoever